this episode, come along with us as we discuss just kind of the ins and outs of our daily routine. Not every day can be packed filled with entertainment and activity. That being said, we do still take time to get out, enjoy nature, take in some hikes. Stick around to the end of this video, you'll be able to see this hike on Jasper's Trail in its entirety. Discuss in this video or what it takes to cross the border into Mexico and into Baja. We met a fellow camper at this campground that was heading down for the rest of the winter. We'll also talk to another friend of ours who boondocks a lot and has some helpful tips on what it takes to be off grid. Stick with us and try not to get blown away from the desert storm winds. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps us. Alright, so part of this is we started this channel to show our travels. Ever since we've decided to live this life, we wanted to chronicle all of it, and not every day is about traveling. We can't be on the move all the time. Part of that is, you know, kind of settling down, and like, for example, we're spending the winter in Yuma, and so not every day is action-packed, on the go, adventurous. We still have to work, unfortunately. We call it work. It's not really work, but we do have to find time to squeeze some work in with our health coaching. I spend a lot of time with the editing. So anyway, this video is going to be more kind of just showing a daily routine when there's not a whole lot going on, but we still want to be able to look back, you know, years from now and be like, yeah, remember when we had just gotten started? We were in our first season. Actually, this is season 2 now. And kind of where we were and what we were doing and kind of our daily routine. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Anything?
Yeah. No, it's great to have a routine because you feel more comfortable when you have a routine. So we do have certain things we do after we wake up, you know, make our coffee.
Bless you.
Who's got tissues? I need more tissues.
After coffee, then we sneeze. And then what do we do after that?
So having a routine.
I think I'll keep that in there. It's kind of funny.
And I'm hoping when you edit this, you can like just zoom into you when you're talking.
I can.
I like that. Anyway, we like having our routine. So like we start our day with a couple different things. We have a John Maxwell daily reader that gets us going for the team that we lead through our coaching community. And then we also have a little blessings book, I guess is what it's called.
For women.
It's really for
it's
women.
Really impactful for
Our
me.
friend Kim gave it to us and it's for women, but I change it when it says he made you a special girl. You know, I'll say he made you a special girl and boy so that it can apply to Frank too, because it's not anything to do with women because of their gender being female. It's just that it's a book for women, so it can be marketed that way, and it's written by a woman. But we start our day with those things, and then we just get going with other things off the checklist after eating breakfast and taking our daily walk and doing the different activities we do. And then we always get some form of exercise in at least 5 days out of the 7 that are in a week.
How many days in the week?
Always squeeze our church service in on the weekend. So we have certain things that are non-negotiables that we have to do. And then when we finish all those things, then we have time to explore, and then we have time to hike a mountain or go try a new coffee shop we saw, or take Jennings on a bubble tea run, whatever. But we do our things first that we know we have to do because, you know.
But, I mean, I think that's part of, you know, we follow a lot of other YouTubers, full-timers, part-timers, some of the timers, whatever, and everybody's story is different, and this is how our story is right now. This is I think what we've found is that the way our schedule is going to kind of work out is kind of travel spring, summer, fall, and then wintertime. We don't really care for the cold weather much, so I think we'll try to find somewhere warm, typically during the winter, and just kind of hibernate a little bit and recoup, you know, do maintenance as needed, but it gives us an opportunity too to get into part of this whole thing is community and finding different communities, different groups of friends. You know, part of the way our business works is we want to impact more people, and the only way to do that is to get in front of more people. So this gives us an opportunity. While it's fun traveling, you don't really have excuse me, an opportunity to really become a part of that community. Like, say we go to, you know, we're up in Niagara Falls, whatever, for example. Yeah, we met people, but we weren't really settled in that area for long enough to really create relationships, have an impact. So being settled somewhere for the winter gives us an opportunity to do that.
However, we have met people on those travels that we've stayed in touch with and connected back around. Just one recently, last week. But also, we're already looking at where we want to spend next winter and thinking maybe more of the Central Florida area, or, you know, somewhere.
Oh no, it's getting snow.
They're getting snow right now. It is the...
Maybe not Central Florida.
It is the 22nd of January today, and they are getting snow. But maybe just looking at another warmer spot where there might be more kids. We've been okay with the kids that we've come across here for Jennings and Yuma, but it's not as many as we thought. And we do know that a lot of families go to Florida
1,000 Trails
for the winter because of...
You know, we're up in the air with the 1,000 Trails thing. We keeps coming up, and I don't know. We don't know. Like, put in the comments if that's something that... what are your thoughts on 1,000 Trails, especially for having a 14-year-old? But anyway, we are in this area. We plan on we got to go in April, but then after that we got a set in stone thing in Colorado in May. Other than that, we're wide open, but want to have a nice summer out west. And then I don't know what we'll do next winter, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of do this real quick to just show that not every day is full of excitement, and
you got to have your cleaning days. You got to keep your rig clean.
Gotta clean. Gotta.
We take the trash out every night because we don't want to get
As
any
you'll
critters.
see in this video, we rearranged, which is pretty quick to do in 350 square feet. But
Frank always likes to rearrange. I would always, at our Sticks and Bricks, come home often, and he would have changed up where the couch was. And one time I even came home and he had knocked a wall down, and he said, "Guess what? It's time to renovate." So we're not going to knock any walls down here because the 2 walls we have are needed. One that gives Jennings her own room and one that gives us our own room. But
hey, change is good. It's always good to change things up and reinventing yourself. And that's what we do. And that's part of our journey too, is change, learning, growth, reinventing.
Jump right in, do it anyway, do it scared, help somebody else, bring somebody along. But that's all I can think of.
All right, I think that's all. Stay safe. Peace.
I like it when there's a palm tree in the background. Is there a palm tree?
Aim it up a little bit.
Well, your water is going to spill.
We'll move it. We're always having fun on our little Zoom meetings. We always take a little break to get up, move our bodies, change up the energy. I like to do a little workout. Becky likes to dance. A lot of the days here in Yuma are very windy. Here's one of those. Here's a little time lapse. You'll see later in this video of a winter wind storm.
Pick here because it is really 375, so that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm paying like $40 a night.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's hit or miss, you know, based on where we've gone. We boondocked a lot, we've harvest coast a lot, it's free.
Yeah.
But,
This is the harvest host thing, and I didn't have too good luck with it.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Where were you?
I mean, we were bouncing all around, like mainly in the southwest or whatever, but it was like a big spot that we chose.
Hey, dude. How are you, man? I know, right? It's crazy. We're out walking right now. Oh, yeah. It just started blowing though, like past. Hey.
There. All right, so tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Spencer, and I'm from Bend, Oregon. On the road, traveling around with my 13-year-old, and we ran into Becky and
Right. Yep. There you go. Got it. And so, where are you headed from here?
We're headed south to Baja. Spend about a month and a half down there, and then kind of put the trip in reverse.
Go back.
Go back.
So yeah, so we've been wanting to go down to Baja or anywhere in the down south. So tell us, you did it your very first time all by yourself, and now you've been several times.
Yeah, when we first rolled down, we had a Class C RV with my wife and my son, and we were just trying to escape the U.S. COVID world, and since school was kind of not a thing at that time, it just made sense to bail out, and kind of fell in love with the journey.
Yeah.
And ultimately the destination, and made a bunch of friends that we now are excited to see everyone.
Yes.
So we go back.
Yes. That's what we've loved about it, is the people we've met and the connections and the sense of community.
Yeah.
And the different lifestyle, not being stuck on material things, all the above. And so how many times have you been down there?
This, I guess, will be number 4.
Okay. Wow.
So
we went over to Mexico one day from here. We went over to Algodones.
oh yeah.
The trick is going early in the morning and then coming back over before lunchtime, because if not, you'll encounter what we encountered, which was we got stuck in a long line through customs to get back over.
Yeah.
I think we went over at like noon, and that was fine going in, that was a breeze, but then when we came back over, we were in line for almost 2 hours, just standing in line to go through customs, and no bueno.
Yeah.
Plus
our crossings we always make at Mexicali East.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons. One, it's set up for commercial traffic, and since we're rolling, kind of an RV scenario, it makes it pretty easy to drive through.
perfect.
2, there's a Costco in Mexicali that's right along the way. So,
Perfect.
you can kind of recharge.
Load up, yeah.
So Costco opens at 10, so I try to make the crossing, 8, 9, somewhere in there. Roll in the Costco, get the stuff, and then south.
You got a plan. So have they ever pulled you over and searched through your RV or your truck camper?
At the border, and all the way through Mexico.
Border Patrol's been playing hide and
I
seek.
feel pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know if I look the right way or something, but it's a cursory look. They'll just kind of pop their head in.
Yeah. Ask a question or something.
Yeah, like the type of search that they did, I could have had a stack of 10 bodies in the bathroom. They never would have known.
They would have known, because they just peeped their head in.
The dead body!
Yeah.
There are all the way to Cabo 5 or 6 different military checkpoints where they also might search you.
Yeah. Decide when we're gonna go over there with the RV, but for right now, just going over. We may go over one more time, like I said, just with our vehicle, with our friends we've met here, and they're used to it, and they go over there actually to use the pharmacy. You can get the cheap medicines.
Yeah.
They said that they spent $40, and she got I can't remember if it was amoxicillin or penicillin, but she got some kind of commonly prescribed medicine for when you get like sore throat or whatever. But she got like 4 bottles of it. She got 3 inhalers for all of their asthma.
Yeah.
And she got like 4 or 5 other things. It was like 10 things they got. It was $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of solar and batteries and a generator and water transfer bags.
It's a colostomy bag.
Yeah, we've been doing boondocking though for like 6 years.
Nice. See, that's what we were just talking to this guy about, because they're overnighting and then heading down to Baja tomorrow, and so I don't know, did he have any valuable?
Was telling you about how you have to get Mexican insurance for your vehicle, and you've got to get your paper, your little temporary visa type of thing once you get over there, your MIM or MFM or what's it called?
IMF.
IMF. I knew it was some kind of letters. I'm not good at remembering the order. He was saying,
the IMF and the insurance are the number two things that you have to do.
Yeah.
I don't have power source other than generator.
Just
I don't have
can't do
any
it,
lithium,
Captain.
I don't have any solar. So I need to learn and pick people's brain like yourself on what, because we could save a ton of money by not being reliant and being able to use like BLM land and other stuff like this down. Like if we did go to Baja, like I'd want to be able to boondock. And the only time we use like any wattage really is if we use the microwave, or in the mornings we may turn on the space heater for 20 minutes. But all those appliances, like our air, our microwave, the heater, we've got a little hot water heater thing that we do for coffee. Anytime we use that stuff, it's about 1,500 watts.
Yep.
But so right now we're not using anything. We have 2 computers turned on right now. Our Starlink is hooked up, and we have our lights on.
Starlink has a draw, actually. It has like a couple 100-watt draw.
It does. Like that router. Right now with
power hungry.
With what we're using right now, we're using between both lines. We've got 400 and we'll call it 450 watts.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So what does that, in terms of like battery bank and solar, like that's where I struggle, like understanding like what are my needs per se. Like so at any given time, like our max wattage would be 3,000.
The amp I'm not bothered about at all. It's
Just want to go for. So
ever.
a lot of the families will have anywhere from 200 amp hours to 600 or 800 amp hours.
Right.
To me, I feel that's underpowered. If you had anywhere between 600 and 1,000 amp hours with 2,000 watt solar on your roof, like,
solar panel
that
installation
would take
classes.
care of all of your needs, minus running your air conditioners or anything that's like 1,500 watts for long periods of time.
What kind of, all right, so you've got, Jesus, you got how many amp hours? 3,000 something?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have almost 40 kilowatt hours.
You ain't playing, dog. Where are you trying to go?
Everywhere. Well, we have dogs, so I wanted to be able to run my errors in an emergency with my dogs and at least go for a day or two.
Right.
Like with no power. So I really wanted to have, I never wanted to have to worry about power. So
Right.
that's what we did. I can still stick in 4 more batteries in here, so I can still add 1,600 watts. I mean, I can still add almost 2,000 more amp hours if I want to.
So what kind of like, so I'm assuming you're running probably what, like 4 or 5, 4 probably
So I have
lithium?
I have 7 24-volt lithium batteries at like 440 watts.
And so all in, what would you say you've spent on everything?
I spent about 27,000.
Lots of money.
Storm in the desert. Like
just hit me.
Oh, we're behind one of these trucks that makes me sick.
This is a winter storm in the desert. It's sunny as can be, but the winds are so strong that you can't do anything outside. So we had to get out of the rig because if we spend too much time in the rig, this is a winter storm in the desert, y'all.
Jennings, we had to press pause.
This is a winter storm in the desert, and we had to get out of the rig because if you sit in there too long, you could go crazy, right?
Yep.
But now we're behind a tar truck, so it smells good too. But we're on our way to get propane. That's our exciting adventure for the day. And yeah, so we found some cheap protein. We do have cheap protein. Not cheap, but inexpensive. We had that too, but we found some propane and we're gonna venture out to the store. Can y'all see all the sand on the road? Like, I think it's better in the snow. What do you think?
Yes.
What do you think, Jen?
Yeah, I think it's better than snow.
Why?
Actually, I don't think it's better than
I don't know. Like, look. Good.
Why do you not think it's better than snow?
because snow's better.
Alright, why is snow better?
Because you can
Oh, yeah, you can't really play in this.
Uh-uh.
Hurt your eyes. You get dirty. This has messed up my clothing.
and snow comes off
Comes off. You mean it melts? Then you're just wet. Yeah, they probably can't. Yeah, I agree. You can't really work in these crops on a day like today either. Bless you.
It's gone to her nose.
These all these lemon and lime trees that are over here that you see on the side, the people work in the fields usually every day and they're in there picking the crops, but on a day like today, they probably can't do a lot of work.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do outside with this, but I don't know. Is sand better than snow? I'm gonna say no.
Put it in the comments.
I do think that temperature-wise, obviously it's better. It's 71 degrees right now at 12:46. I don't know, the number 46 comes up in our life daily. One interesting thing we've learned here is, so there's a bunch of lemon, lime, orange crops, but there's also a huge huge dating community here. No, it's date trees. When we first got here, we thought it was palm trees. And what? And come to find out that all these palm trees are palm dates. So there's huge date farms. And I don't know, so that was something interesting to us.
Here's some more of the workers getting the lemons and limes, and look, they bring them on school buses, and attached to the school buses they have porta potties so that they don't ever have to leave the premises. They can use you'll see the porta potty either on the back of the school bus or these are on the back of the school bus. Take a look. This one has 3 porta potties.
And wash your hands.
It has a sink, but that's the way all these farms are. Like there's a big orange. These are all big orange.
Yeah, those are oranges and lemons. It looks like. All right.
Okay, that's all I know.
So.
Get some propane. Turn the music back on.
All right. Look, she learned how to ride her bike.
Who's that?
Who's what?
In the RV.
These people? I don't know. We haven't met them yet.
They said something to me.
Oh, really? What'd they say?
I don't know what they said. I don't.
Do you think you can figure out how to ride a bike without training wheels?
I can, but I have to be really balanced.
You have to be really balanced. Willow can ride her bike, but she doesn't know how to put her shoes on the right feet.
Yeah, I do.
Are you sure? Is that on the right foot?
I'm left-handed.
Oh, I think your shoes are on the wrong feet.
They're not.
They're not? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the way you have them down on the ground. No, I think they're right. I'm sorry. That just looked like it for a minute.
I can't even touch the ground with my foot. It's like a little too big. It's not. overrides it. That's why it's so desperate.
Can you try hers?
What?
This is not mine.
Whose bike is that?
That's my brother's.
Well, can you try riding that one and see if you can keep your balance?
Probably.
I have to be on grass.
On glass? That's probably not a good idea.
No, I meant on grass.
Not glass.
Yeah, you don't want to ride on glass. Why?
Let's head to
Because
the
if I
clubhouse.
fall, I will.
Alright.
Let's go to the clubhouse. We're going to the clubhouse. Bye. Could you come with us? It's because we can't go inside the clubhouse. Get off the road!
Where's your grandma?
She has to take care of 2 of my other kids.
Oh, okay. Y'all can go down there and just come back, but just watch out for cars and trucks, okay? So, when you live in 350 square feet, sometimes you get the urge to rearrange. There's not a whole lot of options, so we've now made Jennings' area right here in the kitchen on the counter. Now, we're going to try to move the couch in that corner, and the chair, and our vacuum cleaner in this corner, and Becky right there. But anyway, let's see. Let's set this up. Let's see how this looks over here. Alright. Let's give her a shot. We won't be able to travel like this, but at least for now.
Other stuff back behind the couch.
So we can still get that. It's kind of wasting space now, but
If it gives us a better view.
this can probably go behind there. Watch this. This, by the way, has been a life changer for me. Our friends in, where were we, Texas?
Yep.
Like, I don't know why I didn't know that this was so readily available to us, but since I don't drink anymore, I drink a lot of carbonated water, and I was spending a fortune on Pellegrino and other like Topo Chico and stuff, and then our neighbors were like, why don't you just get a Soda Stream? And it was that easy. The little cartridges are about 30 bucks, but you can refill them for half price, so it's 15, 16 bucks. And I don't know, they last a month and a half. So do the math, a lot cheaper. Anyway, all right, back to it. There's my product review. So this can be our coffee table. Ready?
I love this table. It's got a speed port and 2 electrical outlets on it. It's the first time we've rearranged since we've been in here.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Frank, so I used to come home all the time and Frank would be rearranging the furniture into different. One time I came home and Frank had knocked down a wall and he said, today's the day we start renovating.
Sometimes you just gotta jump right in. There's no real plan. You just figure it out. It's kind of what we did with RV life. Just jumped right in with no real plan.
Don't jump in on the slide side.
We figured it out, but as far as our health goes, it's nice to have a plan. We got one of those too.
We were trying to figure it out.
Right, and we couldn't. Oh no, I kind of like it. What do you think?
Yeah, let me sit down.
Thanks. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're doing it. I don't know. Let me ask her. Hey, she did look like she wanted me to stop and talk to her. Go down here like this. All right, this looks like a good spot. What do you say? All right. Well, we made it out here. What's the name of this trail? Jasper Trail. I'll pull it up when we actually get on the trail, on all trails, and see. Looks pretty cool though, right up against the mountains. There's the city. But we'll keep you posted when we get started. It's got like little balloons on it. It's the desert octopus. Here we are at Jasper Trail. Pretty cool rock. So I guess people come bury their pets out here. People? I think it is, because this has like a Mardi Gras mask, a little airplane bottle of vodka. I didn't know this was a cemetery.
Where do you want your ashes?
Where do I want mine? Where do you want your ashes? I do want it to be cremated. I don't know where I want to be scattered.
I think the selling it starts you on Thursday.
Alright.
My ash has a
Right. When we were at Mackinac Island, there was actually a guy there scattering one of his loved ones, I'm assuming, ashes on the shoreline of Mackinac. So, I don't know. I think I would want to be on some, part of me would want to be in some sand trap on a golf course.
In the sand!
Dirty. Mix it in. There's another hiker over there. All the trees.
Did you hear California had an earthquake?
In addition to all the fires?
There was a thing on my computer, and it said California earthquake.
They need some prayers for sure with all that crap. I was looking at some of the damage from the fires. Like in Pacific Palisades.
It was it was 3.7 meters.
Oh, on the Richter?
What?
On the Richter scale. That's how they measure the intensity of an earthquake. The Richter scale. And 3.7 isn't too bad. Look at the little cacti down there.
It said no one got injured or anything.
That's good. Look at this little sharp little cactus. Want to touch it? It's pretty cool. Like, look at all these little trails. I'd love to have a little side by side. Here comes a side by side. I just called that a fifth wheel. Oh man, definitely not fifth wheel. This is side by side thing. Somebody's done been up here burning in a little fire. Beautiful Yuma. Let's hitchhike. There they go up the hill. You think they can make it? It's like the flower from the States. Almost red. Alright, squat. Squat, squat. It's a great little app, finding trails in your area. And you can also download them for if you don't have any Wi-Fi connection, and you can do offline trails, or offline maps I should say. But anyway, it's a great little app for trails anywhere. It's very windy, so I'm gonna stop. But then they have houses next to them. And of course a video wouldn't be complete without my squeaky brakes.
That one's just a square of RVs.
Right.
I gotta ask somebody, what is this?
We got this. See, like this is just an empty lot. There's no house on it. And they just got their little rig set up. That's the Preston's house.
Where?
They all from Texas. I like their little covered area, and it's, you see it's high enough, like both of those covers are high enough to put a rig underneath.
There's another one for sale.
Like they got theirs all tucked in there, nice and snug. I don't think it's level. Alright, we thought this was an RV park because we saw it from back there. It's just these lights. What about what?
What bothers you?
A wildebeest. For sure. Yeah, we'll go ask him. Hey, pups. Cool houses there. Like, look at this little. I know. Look at the views though. That's pretty sweet.
Here on the left.
Right.
Oh, they got two. Hold on.
That takes some serious backing in skills to get those. There's a big long trailer and a pretty decent sized rig back there. That's some skills. Good job, whoever backed that in. Mr. or Ms. Vreezy. Varize. Oh, I'm sorry about my brakes. Hey, buddy. Hey, pup. Hey, Bubby. Hey, puppy. What's your name?